When the name Philippe Junot appears, many people immediately think of royalty, glamour, and a marriage that once fascinated the entire world. His life has long been associated with Monaco, Princess Grace Kelly, and a royal romance that played out under intense global attention. But today, the story takes a quieter, more emotional turn. On the 8th of January 2026, Philippe Junot passed away peacefully at the age of 85, surrounded by his family. His death has reopened memories of a remarkable life connected to Monaco's royal history, while also raising public curiosity about how he will be remembered and how his final farewell will be handled. In this video, we take a deeper look at Philippe Junot's life, his legacy, and what is currently known about his funeral arrangements. The news of Junot's passing was shared by his daughter, Victoria, from his second marriage to Nina Wendel Bolarsen. In a heartfelt statement, Victoria, she called his life long, beautiful, and adventurous. Words that reflect not only the experiences he lived through, but also the spirit with which he lived them. Her tribute focused less on public reputation and more on the man he was at home, a devoted father, a caring grandfather, and a source of inspiration for his family. According to Victoria, Philippe Junot believed deeply in laughter, courage, and fully embracing life, lessons that he passed on to his children and grandchildren. Although Philippe Junot was not a constant presence in headlines during his later years, his name remains firmly tied to one of the most talked about royal marriages of the modern era. His relationship with Princess Caroline of Monaco began in 1977 and immediately attracted worldwide attention. Princess Caroline, the eldest daughter of Prince Rainier III and Princess Grace Kelly, was only 20 years old at the time. Junot, who was 36, was already well known in elite European social circles. He was seen as charming, confident, and adventurous. But he also carried a reputation that worried the royal family. The age difference between Junot and Princess Caroline, combined with his lifestyle and public image, caused deep concern inside the palace. Princess Grace, in particular, feared the intense media to protect Caroline and reduce public pressure. The palace arranged trips abroad. Caroline was sent on a cultural visit to Ecuador and later to the remote Galapagos Islands, hoping that distance might calm between Caroline and Junot. Instead, media attention only increased, turning their relationship into a global spectacle. By June 1978, the couple moved forward with marriage. Philippe Junot and Princess Caroline married in Monaco, with a civil ceremony held on June 28, followed by a religious ceremony the next day. Thanks to Princess Grace Kelly's Hollywood legacy, the wedding became an international event. Legendary stars such as Ava Gardner and Princess Caroline divorced in 1980. While the civil divorce ended the marriage legally, the situation remained complicated. Because of Catholic Church rules, Princess Caroline had to wait until 1992 to receive an annulment, a delay that affected her ability to remarry within the church. Princess Caroline's life after Junot continued to unfold under public attention. She later married Stefano Casiraghi in 1983, a union that brought her happiness but ended tragically with Casiraghi's death in 1990. In 1999, she married Prince Ernst August of Hanover. These later chapters of her life are often discussed separately, yet Philippe Junot remains a central figure in the first and most scrutinized phase of her adult journey. His role in Monaco's modern royal history remains significant even decades later. After his divorce from Princess Caroline, Philippe Junot made a deliberate decision to step away from royal life and public spotlight. In 1987, he married Nina Wendel Bolarsen, and together they had 3 children: Victoria, Isabelle, and Alexis. Although the marriage ended in separation in 1997, Junot remained deeply involved in his children's lives. Those close to the family say he prioritized being present, supportive, and emotionally available, even after the marriage ended. In 2005, Junot welcomed another daughter, Clay, with Swedish model Hella Wendel. By this time, his focus had clearly shifted away from public recognition and toward family, personal relationships, and meaningful experiences. As his family grew to include grandchildren, these later years became some of the most fulfilling of his life. People who knew Philippe Junot personally often describe him as charismatic, cultured, and endlessly curious about the world. While early media coverage focused heavily on his image as a socialite and playboy, his family paints a very different picture. To them, he was thoughtful, warm, and deeply engaged with life. He loved travel, culture, conversation, and learning from different people and places. Most importantly, he encouraged his children to live bravely, take chances, and value experiences and relationships over status or public approval. His marriage to Princess Caroline remains historically important not only because of who they were, but because of what it represented. It was one of the earliest royal relationships to face intense global media scrutiny in the modern era. The public attention surrounding their marriage highlighted a growing conflict between traditional royal expectations and individual freedom. In many ways, their relationship set the tone for how royal personal lives would be covered and judged in the years that followed. Following the announcement of Philippe Junot's death, attention naturally turned to questions about funeral arrangements. Because of his connection to Monaco's royal family, many have wondered whether members of the Grimaldi family might attend his funeral or whether it will remain a private family event. As of now, no official details regarding the date, location, or format of his funeral have been released. What is clear is that Junot's family is prioritizing privacy during this time. Unlike state funerals reserved for reigning royals or senior members of royal families, Philippe Junot's passing does not involve any formal royal or ceremonial procedures. Instead, the focus appears to be on a quiet, intimate farewell, reflecting the values Junot embraced in his later years. This approach honors the man he became, rather than the public image that once followed him. The family has asked for privacy, and the public has been encouraged to respect their wishes. If and when confirmed details about the funeral become available, they are expected to be shared in a controlled and respectful manner. Until then, speculation remains secondary to remembrance. Philippe Junot's life was ultimately a balance between public fascination and private fulfillment. Once seen primarily through the lens of controversy and glamour, he grew into a man defined by family, wisdom, and personal growth. From elite social circles to quiet family moments, his journey spanned more than 8 decades and crossed cultures, countries, and historical moments. As the world waits for further details about his funeral, Philippe Junot is remembered not only as a man connected to royalty, but as a father, grandfather, and individual who lived boldly and loved deeply. His story is one of transformation, resilience, and enduring family bonds, a legacy that will continue quietly through the lives of those he loved most.